Hey folks, so here I am learning how to do the screencast on our topic, Who Gets to Be a Scholar? So in the physician assistant world, there are a couple of different organizations that I participate in. Mostly it has been the Academy of Physician Assistants. They have an annual conference. However, I have looked everywhere to see about what has been going on in the conference arena, and I can only get to those things if I paid for the past conference. Here you can see next year's conference. And then this year's conference is only available as if we go here to the conference on demand. I can't even find a syllabus or an agenda or who spoke or anything for any of these events. So as a new educator in the physician assistant world, I now belong to the Physician Assistant Education Association, and they have an annual conference. And again, I searched for information from this organization on their previous conference. And I have come up short once again. We have the Maryland Academy of Physician Assistants, which is the Maryland version, similar to the NEA. Then there's the MSTA. They have a similar situation with their conference. They have a preliminary schedule, and they list names. So mostly we see physician assistants. This DFA, PPA, this is a distinguished fellow. Here we have a nurse practitioner. And all of these are varying degrees of certification, or education rather. Nurse practitioners, typically a master's program. It is now becoming a doctorate program at the entry level. So that's what Ms. Henry here is, a doctor of nurse practice. Physician assistant with this particular acronym can have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, or a master's degree, depending on how long they've been certified. We can see names. There are some men and women, and that's about all we can tell. Here we have a physician. This is a doctor of osteopathy. Frequently, medical doctors and doctors of osteopathy will participate in these types of conferences as well. And to give you an idea of what we talk about, how to treat kids, rapid response to things like active shooter or emergency situations. Disaster medicine, that's hurricanes, volcanoes, earthquakes. What the gut would be a gastroenterology course, and so on. Then, as I live in Pennsylvania, I belong to the Pennsylvania Academy, Pennsylvania Society of Physician Assistants. Here we have a little more information. These are the conference presenters for last year's PSPA conference, and it looks like they're organized alphabetically. Again, no photographs, so we have no idea the age demographics. They are a mixture of men and women. And again, we see the DFA PPA. We see the master's program here in this PA. And that's most common, is Masters of Health Science, Masters in Physician Assistant Studies. This is a Master of Health Science, which typically is not associated directly with physician assistant practice, but is something that PAs tend to go on and get after their PA degree. And here we have a physician as well. And some more PAs, Master of Medical Science. Here is one with a PhD, an MBA, and a PAC as well. And this is a woman by name. And here we have an MSED, Certified Registered Nurse Practitioner. So here is an interesting combination of letters. This PA has a Master of Science. This is a special qualifier. She, I'm making a presumption, Catherine is a she, has an extra qualification in PA jargon as a psychiatry PA. Here's a Doctor of Health Science. Here's another added qualification in emergency medicine. And here's a physician, medical doctor. I'm not sure what this is. I believe this is dermatology. This is orthopedic surgery, and this is wound care. Here we have a PA who is also a PhD. This is a pharmacist with a pharm doctorate. And so that's what we have for those couple of groups. So with my hospice organization, we have the physician assistants in hospice and palliative medicine. And this is a fairly new website with a fairly new group, and there's not a lot of information about it. We click on the About Us, it tells about membership. So back to the PAEA, or Physician Assistant Education Association. I did attend this Clinical Coordinators 101 class earlier this year so that they can teach me what I'm supposed to be doing. And we do have actually some pictures for their facilitators, which basically were the instructors. And we can see they're all women, and they're all fairly young. Of course, everybody's young compared to me. And they all have master's degrees. This is a master's degree and a master's degree, two master's degrees, and two master's degrees as well. This is a master's of public health. I know the physician assistant profession is very diverse. It's 50 years old, and we have PAs who have been in the business since it started, almost, and we have new ones. Most of the leaders and scholars in the organization tend to be more experienced, and pretty much everybody has at least a master's. We find in the PAEA a lot of doctorate at the PhD, but mostly at the educational level. So if I can find some more pictures of folks in leadership roles from conferences, I will be happy to add an addendum to this.